That's what it's all about, okay? It's about winning the game of life, but winning the game of life is enjoying the game of life, and it's enjoying it at the level you're at now. It's about dreaming at the next level. It's about enjoying the plateau that you get to at that level, and then it's about setting the next goal, the next project, the next thing that's going to take you to the next level, right? That's what it's about, okay? It is not about killing yourself to compete. Okay, competition is a necessary part of life, but you have to understand how to frame it correctly, because there's always going to be someone with the bigger dick, the bigger house, the hotter wife, taller, stronger, whatever it is, and you're going to kill yourself if all you're thinking you're doing is just comparing yourself to someone else. And I used to do this when I was in my 20s. It was like, oh, okay, I want to be the best salesman in the office. So that guy got a deal in. Fuck him. You know, I'm gonna beat him. This and it was coming from a place of unhappiness, and it was like it will consume your life, right? You're trying to do things that are making you happy, but in reality, what happens is you become unhappy because all you're doing is chasing and competing out of scarcity, out of hatred, out of frustration, and you can never enjoy where you're at. And your self-talk is all your motivational self-talk is negative. Okay, it's like, I have to do better, I didn't do well enough. It's like it's a constant berating yourself and being negative and not enjoying the journey, and it's a toxic way to live. Okay. Money does not buy happiness. There's a ton of guys who are walking around who are, you know, worth 50 million or whatever, but they're comparing themselves to the guy who's worth $1 billion. They're like, well, I suck because my jet's only $5 million or whatever instead of 100 million, right? And it's crazy. It's crazy. But you see it. You see rich guys killing themselves. You see famous actors either killing themselves or killing themselves slowly with drugs and alcohol and all that stuff, because they're not able to enjoy the game of life. If you're not able to enjoy the game of life and you're not able to frame it as a game of life, you are losing. You are losing big time, okay? And money and all that stuff, all the trappings, all the outer things won't make you happy. They make it easier to be happy, okay? It's a lot easier to be happy with $100 million than $100 in your pocket. It is a lot easier. But if you don't have the mental game down, if you don't have the enjoyment of life, if you don't have the fucking enjoyment of the journey, if you don't have the love and self-respect of loving where you're at and excited about the next level, man, you're fucked. It's over, man. It's you can't enjoy life that way, all right? So it's like, yes, you have to compete, but really you want to be competing with yourself in a way. Okay, yes, you have to compete in business and you have to compete in girls and all that stuff, but instead of comparing, you want to let me compete on a fun way. Let me see if I can get to that level and I can beat that guy. But you're doing it in a way that's enjoyable. Okay, you're doing it in a way that's pleasant to you, and you're doing it in a way where you're competing with yourself of like, let me push my limitations, let me see what I can do with the cards that I've been dealt, instead of this like competing with this perfect idealized objective guy like, oh, George Clooney or someone like that. Okay, it's really about playing the game of life with the cards you're dealt, maxing out on every area as much as you can, and doing it with a sense of enjoyment. Like, I'm going to play the fuck out of this hand, and this hand's going to get me to the next hand, and that's going to get me more chips. And even if it's a bad hand, you know, maybe I'm going to bluff, or, you know, or the thing might be to fold in that, but I'm playing the game, and I'm in the game, and I'm getting more chips, and I'm enjoying the thing. I'm enjoying the whole process. Because if you don't enjoy the process is the whole fucking thing. The process is the whole thing. The obstacle's the way, right? Ryan Holiday's new book, The Obstacle's the Way. You have to enjoy the process. You have to enjoy the game. Enjoying the game is winning the game, okay? There's no set finish line where you're like, I finally win, now I get to enjoy. No. What would happen is you're setting a goal 10 years out and you say, okay, I can enjoy my life at that point, and I'm gonna be miserable till then until I get that goal because I'm not good enough. You think you're gonna all of a sudden start learning to enjoy life 10 years from now when you hit that goal? No, man, because you don't have any practice at the skill of enjoyment. You don't have any practice at the art of happiness. You're gonna hit that goal and you're gonna be like, I still suck. I should have been way bigger, right? So it's all about flipping that around to, yes, I still want to compete and do better, but from a positive angle, from an enjoyment angle, from a happiness angle, from a quality of life angle. Okay, that's what it's all about. Is winning at life is about enjoying life. Okay, I'm telling you that is not as a fucking metaphor, not as a cute thing, not as anything except that is an actual statement. Like that girl who is serious about Buddhism and is moving along the path towards enlightenment and all that is enjoying life. She's beating me at it. Truly, truly, truly. Okay? It is happiness is the metric for a successful life. It really, really is. And it took me a long time to learn that, but I'm telling you, you only have so many feelings, right? You only have so many feelings during the day. You want all those feelings to be as happy as possible. That's what you're doing all the other stuff for. Okay? If you're not happy, that's not only a major problem, it is the major problem that you need to solve. Okay?